There were people escaping, wanting to be free. There's a sophistication. There was a process involved, which was the legal system.
Judges in the 22nd Judicial Circuit voted to create a memorial commemorating enslaved blacks and white lawyers who worked together in the fight for freedom. 60 years before the Civil War, Missouri law allowed slaves to sue for the civil right to be free. 300 enslaved people stood in a court of law and sued for their freedom. These are called the freedom suits.
I was definitely driven by the excitement, and mainly the strength of the subject. That was the main thing, the concept.
Preston Jackson was commissioned to create the memorial statue. It will pay tribute to the brave men and women who stood against their oppressors.
It was so direct from the steps of where they were auctioned or sold into the courthouses where they sat and listened and were defended. So this was definitely a unique commission, and I went after it.
Jackson is a master artist. He's professor emeritus at the School of the Art Institute in Chicago. His studio and art gallery is located in Peoria, Illinois. Jackson is regarded as a storyteller, and his body of work reflects a series of stories. The Freedom Suit statue is just another example of his unique ability. This maquette gives a modest preview of what's to come.
I had to decide whether it was an interior scene or an exterior scene, and that was a very important element. Then I had to make it more personal. Who were some of the people? Well, of all genders, definitely African people from different tribes and places. I wanted to reflect that, and levels of education. So I was looking for the all-inclusive door to go through. Interiors versus exteriors, scenes that happened when they were marched off down to the river, loaded onto boats, and where they were kept before even the trials themselves, in jailhouses and inadequate facilities. So it's like drawing on a canvas. But the canvases, multiple canvases, had to pick up light in a certain way. Something that would excite you and change as the day changed, with the sun moving across the sky.
The designated site for the memorial is the East Plaza of the Civil Courts building.
The actual sculpture itself may be 14.5 to 15 feet tall. Then I'm going to require that it be placed on a 5-foot stone structure, and that will take it up to about 20 feet. This will be my best piece. I say that about a lot of pieces, but this is definitely because of the scale of the piece and located in a place that's hot with culture, hot with spiritual stuff.
Jackson has a personal connection to this memorial. Like the Freedom Suits plaintiffs who fought for equality, as a black man, he has experienced his own struggles.
Black artists don't get very many commissions. And galleries, that's another situation that I divorced. The whole idea of being accepted in galleries. Now here I am, at this age, teaching at the best school in the world, my own department, my own this, and kicking butt all the way, Yet I cannot get a gallery. Yet I cannot get representation. Yet I am pushed out of competition, and it's so obvious why. Sometimes right in my face, sometimes told. And this is like, up until the years 2000. And that's why I opened my own gallery.
Regardless of his personal struggles and those of the Freedom Suits litigants, Jackson wants this statue to reinforce a positive message.
I have a choice whether to emphasize the activity, because we know it's negative. It's negative, and there's nothing beautiful about this. But the beauty lies within the sharing of the information. the sharing and telling the truth. Beauty is in truth. Truth is in beauty. So the beauty is in there's someone who cares about you, someone from the white culture that cared about someone from the black culture. That's the beauty of it.